Okay, YouTube. 245 days later. 245 days later, that was my last video. Man, no, I did not keep my promise. Okay, you got me. Well, I'm here right now making this video. My last video was in July of 2019, and I was at Hobby Lobby getting jars to do ritual work for clientele. That's done, of course, and I'm continuing to read for customers and doing sorcery work. But why did I stop the videos? I don't have an excuse. I quickly started it and abruptly ended it, and the universe gave me a carbon copy. Some things have happened since then and now, and a lot of things have happened in the last month and even in the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to bring you up to date. And last night, the spirit world really talked to me about, MJ, you've got to do these videos. And I promised the universe in 2019. I promised the spirit world in 2019, and I even promised myself in 2019 that I would do it, and I didn't. So I apologize. But here I am, and we're going to move forward. 2 weeks ago, someone stole $600 from me. 2 cars chased me, I don't know who they were, on Interstate 64 in the metropolitan area that I am in. My mother had weird knocks on her door, 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. We get to the door, no one's there. And then last week, 3 of my tires on my BMW sports car blew. 1 went flat, 2 were slashed. When we brought it into the dealership, they were grateful that I'm safe. And of course I'm safe because I work with the spirits. It was a very interesting 2 weeks. I was very nervous about it, but I got through it because I had friends that got me through that. I did not go back to my house because I was nervous of being alone. So I stayed with friends. I have not been back to my house until today, and I was in my house for 10 minutes just to get clothes. I'm not staying there. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about the house. I do know that my lease ends in June, and because I'm renting in a high-end development, I'm probably not going to resign and find another place, just because of what has happened in these last 2 weeks. More of that information on another video. A month ago, I met someone. When I say someone, I can't say if it's woman or man. I can't tell you their age, where they live, what they do, what they look like. February 25th, I can say, was the date when I met this person. It was very intense. It was an intense meeting, and then it was an abrupt meeting, and it ended abruptly. Spirit world is letting me know that that is a past life connection. What we didn't work out in our past life, we decided to come to this life and do it, and again, it didn't work again. I had some joyous times. I also had some disappointing times. We're all students and teachers, and I learned from that situation. And last night, the spirit world said, you got to stay to your promise now. You know, we're helping you because I work with angels and demons, and they're trustworthy on both ends. We're helping you with your clients. We help you make predictions. We help you with your sorcery work. What we are asking you to do is to bring it to the camera and to let the public know that angels and demons are real. So here I am making this video. In this room that I am right now, there is a woman. She's an older woman. She has agreed to come to the camera, but no face. She wants to stay private. Believe it or not, there are people out there that don't want their family members or their friends to know that they go to psychics. I understand that. I read people over the telephone, over the internet, and in person. Lots of them. They're okay, you know, one-on-one, but sometimes they're a little shaky about, you know, people that they know, knowing that they do go to someone like me or another good reader out there, or sorcerer or sorceress. So I'm just grateful that she's here. I can't tell you who she is, what she looks like, where she lives, or what she does for a living. But she has the willingness to share her initial, and we'll get to that in just a second. I'm looking at you in the camera, so if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at her because I want to have that one-on-one conversation. Once in a while, I'll look back at the camera to acknowledge you as the viewer. So I just want to say to you, madam,
Hello.
that I'm grateful that you've come to the camera, even though it's not your face, but your voice. And you did say that we could have an initial. What
Yes.
can we call you?
C.
C. So she's like A, B, C. And because I do know her, C is the first initial of her first name. So that's all we're going to do. So she stays completely calm, and I've given her the privacy. So C, can you tell us, especially the people who are watching at this very moment, when did we meet?
2011 we met.
So 2011, that would be 9 years ago.
Yes.
Where did we meet?
We met at a gathering.
Now, this gathering that you're speaking about, I know exactly where it is, but YouTubers, I can't say where we met because there's about 200 to 300 people that go to this place, and I can't name the place where we were because I don't have the permission from the owner or any of the people that go inside of the establishment. I would be invading their privacy. But I do remember where we met, and we were just meeting for the very, very first time that night. It was at night, I do remember that. And someone introduced us?
Yes, a friend of mine, S, introduced me to you.
And S is a male or female?
It's a female.
All right, so S, who I also know, who is a woman, introduced me to C. Did you and I talk?
No, not really. Just say hi and just a little bit.
Okay, and how did you know what I really do here? How did you know?
S told me about it, that you were psychic and that you see more than we do.
Now, when S said this to you, how did you feel when you heard the word psychic?
Oh, it scared me.
Were you scared of me?
Yes.
And when you saw me again, because I know we saw each other many other times at these gatherings,
Yes.
because they were like weekly gatherings, were you afraid to talk to me?
Yes.
And you were afraid because of why?
And because you know more than I do. And you see more than I do. And it scares me.
Let me ask you this, C. Did it feel like that I was trespassing in your life if I was going to be telling you things?
No, not that. No.
Can you be just a little bit more specific to the viewer of why it made you nervous that I knew things about people?
Because when people tell me things about me that I do not know myself, that scares me. It scares me, but it also makes me a little bit curious too.
Okay, so what I do as a reader here is I'm reading people over the internet, on the phone, and in person. And there are a lot of people out there who are skeptics. Were you a skeptic?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so she's now claiming that she was a skeptic, who are very curious about the paranormal world. You know, they're, I guess we can use the word open-minded, but still there's that side of them that is saying, I'm not so sure, you know, because there's people out there that say that they're readers and they're really not readers. So you found out, and then what made you come from being an acquaintance to a friend to now I'm working on cases for you?
Yes, I had a situation, and the more he told me about my situation, he did predictions that actually came true.
Okay.
And the more time it took, the more things came through.
So when I started to make these predictions, and you're saying that these predictions did unfold.
Yes.
What were you feeling at that very moment when predictions were happening?
I felt like, oh my God, he does know what he's talking about. He does know. And I have to call him right away to tell him that his prediction came true.
So that's what happened, right?
Yes.
And then I believe, to the best of my knowledge, that when you would call and
Yes.
I would listen to what you had said,
Yes.
I then would continue to predict for you more.
Yes.
And
Yes.
those predictions began to unfold too.
Yes.
Are predictions still in the works as we're speaking?
They're still going on as we speak.
Okay, all right. And you've kept this private from family and friends?
Yes.
And the reasoning you keep it private is because?
Because there's just something for me.
Okay, I understand that. Is there anything that you would like to share of why you're in front of the camera, even though it's your voice? What would you like to share to the public why you're doing this video today?
Because I want to let people know that there are people that do predict and that things do come true. And I also want to honor the spirits for helping me.
When you say honor the spirits, can you just define them a little bit more? Why do you want to
Well,
honor
because they help me. They help me with a few questions and with a few situations, and they help me with my situation.
So you're basically saying that you're wanting to get back to them.
I want to give back to them and thank them for that.
All right. So what I'm hearing her say is that, I'm just the antenna here. I'm the messenger. And when I'm working with the spirit world, whether it's angels or demons, I'm listening to them, hearing them, feeling them. And then I give the prediction to the client, and then I send their client off. They have their own normal life. And then when something happens, and then boom, that prediction comes true, I hear back from the clientele. Now, I do want to let you know this. Predictions have no time. I just know the final outcome. So a prediction could happen the minute that a client walks out the door, or, I'm not in their presence, or when I get off the telephone. Or it could take a week, it could take a month, it could take a year. But the one thing that I'm confident about is that the prediction is going to lay itself out the way that it's supposed to. Because when I'm clearly hearing, feeling, and knowing what the angels or the demons that are working with me are giving me, I trust all that. Angels and demons are real. They're trustworthy, and they want to help. The thing about demons are about lust and love. So they're working more on, the earth plane. And then, of course, angels are above, and they're working in the ethereal plane. They're not going to do things that demons do. And demons are not going to do things that angels do. And angels and demons really don't work great together. So there are some times that when I'm working on a case, I go exclusively to angels. And then there are some times when I'm working on a case, I go strictly to demons. Anything else you'd like to say? Anything?
No, that's it.
And I can tell right now it took a lot of courage for
Yes.
you to do this, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much, and I wish you the very best with all your other events in this case,
Yes.
how it unfolds, and just let me know as things go on,
Yes,
how
I
things
will.
are working for you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Siri. So with that being said, 245 days later, I'm making this video. So sorry it's taken me so long, but I'm going to continue on with videos. A lot of them. We're going to bring all the spiritual stuff, the paranormal stuff to the camera, readings, rituals, and everything. And thank you for watching this wherever you are in the world, daytime, nighttime, or now, And thank you again. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for just being you. And just remember one thing. If something in your life is going on, whether it's joyous or disappointing, it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. Things that happened to me 2 weeks ago and 4 weeks ago, they were supposed to happen. And whatever is happening with you, you're in the right time and the right space, and it's meant to be. There are no mistakes. Everything in life is a learning lesson. Thank you so much for being here, and you have yourself a good day or a good night wherever you are, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye now.